The boys are out for blood. We're going to the third map of Train. Cloud9 unable to show up on their map pick of Inferno. Harry, we have a big question mark over this one though. Cloud9, a team known to bounce back, and Renegades quite the opposite, a team known to throw away advantages. Where does this go?
I mean, I said Renegades 2-1, so and I'm sticking. Yeah. I'm committed to the boys.
At this point, I'm thinking I will agree with you. They're looking good.
There you go. There's some spice. But Cloud9, they're a very good team on Train, but I think a lot of that comes down to one man, in my opinion. That's Skadoodle. Him and Tarek are actually the two that I think can add a lot to that map. And Skadoodle didn't really have too much of a performance just then on Inferno. I hope he can kind of get out of that. We even noticed Stewie was picking up the AWP over him quite a fair bit and was having a lot of success with it. So, I mean, that at least adds some flavor into that ability to double AWP for them now on Train. It's just, if they get in the sort of same economy situations that we saw present on Inferno, they never had the money to do that. That was a dream to them, and one that they could never achieve.
Yeah, it's very scary, right? You need Skadoodle to step up on this map. As you say, it's a very prolific map for AWPing. And yeah, they just came off the back of playing Cash and Inferno, you know. I'd say Cash more so lends itself to an AWP, especially on that CT side. But Inferno, I mean, you don't see as much T-side AWPing. And Cloud9, I mean, they had issues on their T-side. Let's not lie about that. So, yeah, I definitely agree. Let's hope Skadoodle can show up in his own form in this final map. We know what he really can do. And fighting against the likes of Nifty, essentially, not an easy job there.
On the flip side of things, right, then you look at Nifty, who's going to be coming off the back of Inferno. He had a fantastic performance. You know, a lot of success with both the AWP and the rifle. So he's going to be feeling good. I think he finished second on the board. In fact, yeah, he did 23-12 up there at the top with Jacob. So he looked fantastic. And that's why I reckon that we're going to really need to see Skadoodle actually step on up here.
Yeah, if you can't get rid of Nifty, then this is going to be a real issue. Everyone looking good. And, you know, just inconsistencies across the scoreboard in terms of the performance of Renegades. You know, as a top of the board first map, bottom of the board second map. And Usilo stepping up on that second map as well. You know, the player that we really wanted to see actually have a good performance coming into this series. And he certainly has. Jacob doing what Jacob does with 25 kills. There's nothing too shocking there. And yeah, just a very good map. JKS actually only died 8 times as well. So that's something quite funny to see across, you know, the entire game, which is fairly impressive. So 2 16-8 here, one in favor of Renegades, one in favor of Cloud9. Hopefully we'll have a closer game going into Train. Now, I imagine of all maps, this will be the map for a close game, Harry. I'm very interested to see who starts which side, because the 9th round is currently underway. And thank you, Chris. He's moving out of the way. He's giving me the info. So I'll keep you guys updated with that. Obviously going to be very important coming into this final map, starting on that CT side. And it seems like Cloud9 are going to be taking it. So CT side for Cloud9 seems to be the case, Harry.
Yeah, and that is going to be good for Cloud9 to get off to a decent start. You know, I mean, it's always decent. It's a good chance for them to recuperate any lost momentum that they're going to be suffering at any, you know, sort of moral crises that might be going on inside of these players right now, because morale does become a real problem.
For sure, and I'm just trying to at least look at the stats from the previous game. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. Again, you know, while Renegades actually like to play this map a lot, I don't think, you know, in terms of results looking at it, they don't seem to have the most success on this map. They've only played it really 3 times with this current roster, and you know, not the best of performances, only 1 win. So obviously this is going to be a tough map for them nonetheless. And Cloud9, of course, you know, always in this series are going to be the expected victors. But with the performance of Renegades looking very good on Inferno, it really does throw in that question mark. Either way, no more rambling. We're into the game here. Thank you for sticking with us. Third and final map here of this series. Loser of this goes home from IEM Katowice, and winner goes to face the winner of SK versus Gambit. Definitely a difficult match to contend with, but that's a story for another day, Harry. We're straight into this.
Yeah, we most definitely are. Early on, the boys going to be heading over here towards this B bomb site where Stewie is playing back very passively. It's a retake scenario here. Over at B, fast rotation can come in from Skadoodle. They have the smokes necessary to get them out on the ramp. Molotov as well for the afterplant, so everything they could possibly need. All that's about to go in any second now and culminate into this play as Stewie, with his ever-watchful eyes, peeks on over.
He needs to grab a shot. He's got a good angle for this one. Smoke won't cover him, and he gets a quick kill. Falling off the angle is now Renegades a man down. Got to get aggressive on this post-bomb. Bomb needs to go down first, so Stewie giving up the angle as well. He doesn't want to take an aggressive fight and lose this pick, and I like that from Cloud9. Keep the man advantage. They'll double it down as well. Rush and Stewie, another pick each, and now they're going to start to push in. We do have this Molotov for the bomb, but really we're going to need some kills from JKS. There's two, peeking out wide, traded from Skadoodle, and that will be the round over. But certainly looked dicey for a second. Cloud9 going to pick up the pistol.
Yeah, it's a good start for them on the CT side. That is exactly what they need. Pistol round going the way of the T's is always devastating, especially here in this sort of scenario. Now it's a chance for Cloud9 to start to build up some money, get a few early rounds in, and start to build back up the confidence that we saw them exude on Cash, and that somewhat abandoned them back on Inferno. So for Renegades, it's just going to be the case that they, you know, as you would expect, they go the shutout buy into round number 3. They have a little bit to work with. 1 flash, 3 PT50s. Potential to see some havoc caused by that. And it looks like we might just see the play into B once again. It's such a good site for getting that bomb down on. And once again, it's only Stewie there.
Yeah, it should be enough, though, against such limited weaponry of Renegades. He can just get a couple of kills, fall back. You can see he's just poised with that smoke. Renegades may rush through it, considering they have that 1 flashbang, certainly able to do so, but rotation coming in for Cloud9, so Tarek here for support, and 2 members of Cloud9 now on this B bomb site. I feel like if you've already seen presence outside of B when you know Renegades are on Glocks, you should move a 3rd player in the connector to allow for a fast rotation, but it still shouldn't be an issue for Cloud9. They should be able to get rid of this rush. There it is from Tarek, 2 frags. Jacob trades, but it won't be too much more. No bomb plant can surely come in. Stewie won't allow that. You can see he's got it out in the open under full control, and now we have the entirety of Cloud9 in position to clean up this round. That will be the case. Very safe with rifles, and they'll take it with only 1 death. Cloud9 2-0, and Renegades coming in for the buy. Ooh, I like that one. It's a nice smooth.
Yeah, and having so many rifles carried forward, a chance at the bonus round here. They're going to be buying down on the man who fell. I think that was Tarek. And for the most part, Famus is still in play. No warp out for either side just yet. Renegade's going to be going with rifles across the board. It's just going to be another B play from the looks of it. I mean, they've had good success at heading out here early on. They're going to try and overwhelm Cloud9, catch them off guard. And I do like this, but you've got Skadoodle and Tarek who can very quickly arrive in the back line. Tarek especially is so strong in this pop dog position. There's so many times that he's just decimated entire teams from this one angle. Stewie has to try and buy time, but he plays it passive. Rotations now coming in. Gonna say 5-on-5 in the retake, but no, 2 go down before the bomb even hits the deck.
Yeah, passive wraparound as well from Cloud9. They don't go up aggressive through the pop dog like we could have expected with that setup. Still, Automatic will trade that kill onto Azza, and Jacob, he's got to step up because he's really the only man on this bomb site. Good utility, catches Skadoodle, could have played the trigger, but doesn't need to. He's going to find 2 frags. Stewie trades back, and JKS caught in the site. Stewie, he wrapped the entirety of the heaven, and he'll catch them off guard. Nice round on the board for Cloud9. 3rd found. And yeah, again, close. Renegades bombed down, 3 kills. They're certainly not giving up here. Cloud9, the start they needed here, considering the way Inferno just went.
Now we can see the AWP come out for Skadoodle as well. Stewie definitely is enough to drop that over, but the question is, I mean, why would they? They're going to go for it, but when you look at Renegades, probably get a partial buy down to about $2,000 here. They get all the loss bonus. There's a good chance they can get a bomb plant. They've been finding them almost religiously. So the chances are looking good. Pause is called on in for Renegades. Going to be investing into what they can. Rifles across the board for Cloud9. It's a good showing early on. And winning that previous round now gives them the opportunity to take a very strong 4-0 lead early on. And quite crucially start to build up some money. That's something that really, really makes or breaks a team's CT side.
For sure, and a reserve buy from Renegades as well. They don't buy up down to 2k, because of course they will have loss bonus coming in, but it's not maxed out, so they don't want to invest too much cash. They will have plentiful amounts though, so again, it shouldn't be an issue. AWP will surely be a factor next round with Nifty having $3,000 before, sorry, after the buy, or lack of. He's still got a Glock. Skadoodle, flick missed, uncharacteristic, but Molly down to delay any kind of push up for Renegades. Fairly slow approach here from the T side. With pistols, I mean, they're playing for the picks here, and yes, they have deagles to do so, but you know, Cloud9, there's no reason for them to take these kind of fights. That's why Skadoodle's so passively positioned. Renegades just waiting for aggression from Cloud9 that won't be shown. They can get out onto this A site, that could be good, but Nifty Glock out, running to the site. Rush catches the kill from the pop mid-air. And again, Cloud9, 2 players towards the pop dog. Very, very heavy control here, making sure Renegades don't split towards this A bomb site. And when you only have pistols in play, and Cloud9 know that, they can afford to contest this pop pretty confidently.
Yeah, definitely can. He's still, in the meantime, going to start to creep out onto B. Stewie's there, gets shut down, doesn't find anything. So they're going to keep going forward, out into the waiting arms of Rush, but he actually misses a couple of chance shots. Lucky enough, automatics there. JKS gets one more. Skadoodle's able to keep things even. Cloud9, they take the 4th. They do lose 2 men in the process, but money is still building up. And the thing that's scaring me right now is that Stewie is just on fire inside that B-bomb site. 10-1. He actually has the same amount of kills as his entire team put together right now.
That certainly will do it. He's been on the B-bomb site as well. Renegades have been very heavy towards that side of the map, and Stewie playing it well, not overcommitting. We've seen every round that Renegades have hit, Stewie's played fairly passive. You know, pistol round, he got a pick, fell off, got a pick, fell off. And then that buy round, he waited for the rotate to come in a 5-on-5 rather than just try and contest, and he caught 2 kills that Renegades chased up through heaven. So very good from Stewie, not overstepping his mark. Flash up through Ivy, blind Skadoodle. He goes for the blind shot anyway, but he won't hit it. Nifty's now working his way through. Skadoodle has to be very careful here. Smoke down, cross on the smoke, tries to jump as it at least expands so he can get some form of information. Knows the AWP is there now. But not really a lot of info to work with. Renegades, it's early in the round. They can move that AWP off of position. In fact, they will. Nifty runs back towards the spawn with the AWP. Seems like Renegades just want to go for your standard A take, but Cloud9 just consistently running this double pop dog presence. They've got, again, Tarek back down there with Rush. Will Cloud9 be able to get something done from there, though? Because it's a pretty good base up. You can see Rush is actually watching A main, and that means that, you know, everyone on the A site can give up A main, essentially. They know Rush has the information towards it, and even if he gets taken down, we're going to be able to see, you know, Tarek still going to hold down the pop dog. But you still, first kill, Rush is dead. Will they expect the second member? Because they haven't seen Tarek in there before. Renegades going deep into the site, miss smoke coming through, and Tarek, he could change the outcome of this round massively.
He's going to go through. Oh. Nifty, though, catches him. Skadoodle going to answer back with one more. Does get tagged and going to go out. Stewie's there to answer back. Nifty trades, and this round has been a massacre. It's automatic to start to rain down death with only 17 seconds. Nifty has to be quick on his feet to get into B. He's going to go running on in. Automatic going to beat him to it. Nifty just manages to get by, so he will get the bomb down. 1 versus 2. Automatic already pushed down, reads it well. Nifty falls, and once again it comes down to a clutch scenario with the bomb planted, and Cloud9 managed to take it over the line. Yeah,
very close. Again, Renegades, it's the same as Cash, right? You know, we looked at their early T sides. They were getting so much damage, and they were getting these rounds like Nifty just getting 4 kills, but then running out of time. But they were never picking up rounds, and that's why we saw Cloud9 get off to such a sick lead. The same story is happening here on Train, with Renegades struggling on this T side so far. Cloud9 took 12 on their CT side of Cash. We do not want that to happen again for Renegades if they want any chance into this map, and so they call an early pause again, another one. And I definitely agree with this. It's 5-0 down. They've got another buy in play, thanks to that bomb plant, but still, Harry, I'm getting quite worried for the boys. Cloud9 looking fantastic into this 3rd map. Do not want to be eliminated here from IEM Katowice, but someone has to. Double AWP still kept strong and Nifty. No money for it. He's $50 off that glass cannon, so he's going to have to forfeit and go for the rifle. Renegades maybe need to speed up the pace. There's lots of things they can do here. I mean, they've not really contested the pop dog at all. Yes, Cloud9 have run double setup there, but you can easily get rid of that by throwing in the Molotov from B upper. Not only 1 molly in the pop, but 1 molly outside the pop to catch a player moving out. That would just wreck Cloud9. Combined with a player up in main as well, you could easily peek out and drop Rush and Tarek without too much of a problem. Once Renegades realize this setup, they should be able to adjust, but instead they speed up the pace.
Yeah, they're already all the way out. Skadoodle is there, going to rally a shot in through the smoke as I don't know what's going on. He's only managed on this thing though, and he's going to get finished off through the smoke. He still is able to keep things even in the meantime. The aggression continues from Renegades, but automatic. He's unforgiving. Shuts them down. They line up for him. He's in with a 3rd. Finally, Ustilo's going to be able to trade things back. Man advantage still in favor of Cloud9. The push continues. The bomb plant gets denied by Tarek, and he's going to double down at the end. Cloud9, they are just demolishing Renegades right now. It was almost the after plant once again, but Cloud9 not even giving them that this time around.
Yeah, now look at the money here for Renegades. Far from optimal. But that's the situation you're in. When you've got max loss bonus on the T side, you're just going to be buy, reset, buy, reset, buy, reset. And that's exactly what's happened here to the Ts.
Yeah, and it looks like they might just go for a fast play here. They have the utility. They're heading over towards B. They found the bomb plant here time and time again, but this time Stewie's going to take the aggressive peek.
Yeah, Pop Dog taken. Tarek up towards B heaven. Renegades slow play here. Not going to work versus the like of Tarek's, especially when we have CZs in play. They can't kill him at this range, not effectively. Tarek just going to be able to rain down death. He's already started things off with Ustilo dead and no trade in for Renegades. And Molotov going to completely deny Renegades any presence here. Tarek pushes up further as well. Risky is he's going to closen up towards his CZs, but he has got Stewie to help him out. Tarek another kill, maybe a third, but Stewie's going to miss his shot. Jacob crossing. Won't get tagged. Stewie certainly will, has to fall back. Renegades, yes, they get a gun to play with now, but there's still a man down. However, on this kind of eco situation, certainly not a bad round so far.
Gonna get peeking up. No one there in the crosshair of Jacob. Two players have had to rotate in towards this B-bomb site though. That's gonna be automatic and Stewie. Utility now starts to rain on in. They have the incendiary as well. It's gonna go out now. The push comes in. Three players go running by. Automatic holds it close. Stewie still alive, and he's been such a problem inside of B. Somehow he keeps it going. He has to go back for the AWP. Gonna keep holding it, just misses that. The movement finally gets dealt with, but Skadoodle and Rush have arrived.
JKS in a 1-on-2 now, low HP, gotta go aggressive. There's some damage, but it's not the kill. You would have bet your house he would hit that. Now Rush taking him down means Cloud9 pick up another one on the CT side. And where are Renegades, Harry? Again, the standard Renegade right now. Damage, but no round. It's not good enough here for the Aussies. They've got the cash to play with, however. Again, consistent bomb plants on this B-bomb site has allowed them to buy up once more, but, you know, we're past the point of trying to pick up the positives for Renegades. There are none. It's 7-0 for Cloud9. We're going to need these Ts to step up right here, right now, because this could completely go away. Double AWP, I'm sure, still kept in play as well by Cloud9. I like the play from Stewie. He thinks he's going to go down, so instead of like leaving the AWP where his body was, he throws it back towards lane, so the player coming out connected can make sure that Renegades don't pick it up. Just forward thinking like that, realizing, okay, I'll sacrifice my life to make sure that Renegades can't pick up that AWP. Clever stuff. Doesn't get killed at the end. Jacob finally opening up. It's Renegades with the pick. This has been a long time coming. Stewie's going to get caught on the B site with the pre-fire coming in from Renegades. They predicted the fact that he's consistently been playing there for the spot. Now with a man advantage, what will Renegades do? They try and take pop control. I like this as well. Cloud9 a position they've been frequently occupying. Renegades take it for free. With Cloud9 losing that pick, they don't want to contest the pop dog, so Rush sits on the site. Holding a bit of an off angle here. But again, with no real presence towards main and no information as well, it's automatic up in heaven. This is giving Renegades a lot of options to get out onto this A-bomb site with a smoke take.
Yeah, one man will be holding close. That's Rush. He hears them start to progress out. Automatic. He's going to take the first. Rush still undiscovered, but he's going to go down. Pressure's on now for Cloud9. Automatic, he's somehow in with a second and a third. He's tearing them limb from limb. Skadoodle's going to take one more. And now it's the 1v1. Automatic, he's been a bit of a monster, but JKS, can he be the savage that they need? Time ticking down, 25 seconds left. The bomb dropped out in the open, and Automatic, he's going to go ahead and reposition. Starts to sneak away. JKS suspects, and JKS wins it out. 3 massive kills for him, and Renegades just like that get their first round on the board.
Finally, right? But again, Renegades, they pick up their first round on the board, but look at the damage they took. Cloud9 find 4 kills. So while it's great for Renegades, they've got to be pretty happy about that. Cloud9, they did the damage, but look at the money of themselves. This just shows. We've talked about how close these rounds have been despite Cloud9 being on a lead, and now the second Renegades actually win one. Cloud9, they have no cash to play with. A reserved buy from them, and I like to see that as well. Don't force this up. Just go for the one standard eco. You'll be able to full buy next round considering you have 3k left, and you'll go aggressive as well. Automatic tries to take the face, but Jacob gets the pick. So Renegades on the run for a second round here. As a tagged up, but the scout has to fall back. Stewie just trying to reposition on the site now after taking down Nifty on Ivy. They're going to continue to push on through. Rush does get taken down. Ustilo with the opening frag, but he's so low. Renegades need to be careful they don't throw away this advantage. Look at the health on these three players.
Yeah, they're all tagged so low. Tarek. Oh, not like this. Jacob's gone down. Not quite the gun that he wanted. Has to go to get out there, but Stewie's going to be back with 2. It's all on Ustilo. Stewie is a bit of a beast with the scout as he locks in that round for Cloud9. A massive, massive performance from him.
I mean, not even a round that Cloud9 were planning on winning. They go for the eco, they pull in a Scout Mag 7 and some CZs, and Stewie just goes and gets 4 kills. You know, that's not something you can account for if you're Cloud9, but they certainly won't be complaining. 16-4, only 10 rounds into the map, Harry. Renegades absent once again. It's Cash once more for this T side. They've just got pistols. It was a 12-3 half for Cloud9 in that first map on Cash, and it's seeming to be the same story unless Renegades can pull things back. But we saw them already start off to a bad half on Inferno on their CT side, and they managed to make it an 8-7 half, so certainly doable here, not over. JKS sneaking out of the pop dog, Rush repositioning, might be caught out of position, but Tarek's here to get the shot off, and he does. Now Renegades opting to go in towards the B bomb site. No utility to do this though, and with Stewie in position with the way he's playing, this is not an easy site take for Renegades. Smoke down. They may as well opt to run through it at this point. Try and surprise Stewie, potentially. He's looking away, playing empty flash, turns back as he hears the footsteps. Rush coming through. J Kim takes the kill, but Skadoodle catches the cross. Warp going to be able to find a frag, but the bomb down here for the Renegade side. How much more can they do? Ustilo dead after just 1, and we need someone here to step up for Renegades. The rat from Jacob's good enough. He gets the AWP. What else can he do here? Rush is close, and Jacob hits the shot. This could be happening here for Renegades. They could pick up the full eco. It's only Azza left on the site as Rush closes the distance and moving in step by step. Azza just delaying the time, making this very difficult for Rush. He's going to wrap the backside of the train. Does Rush realize this? Does he think he's on the ramp? Azza hears the footsteps and Rush will get the kill. So Cloud9 saved the round, but Renegades, I mean, that was only a full eco, Harry. They can be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a lot of damage. The only issue is a 9-1 scoreline is monumentally different to anything that we've seen thus far in this matchup.
Yeah. And
the buyer's going to be coming in now. Nifty has himself the AWP. That was dropped over by JKS. He's going to be dropping an AK back. They can have pretty much everything that they're going to need. We need to start to see all this investment, all the damage they've been doing translate into some rounds. Because while they have broken Cloud9's economy once again, if they win this, we haven't been able to see them do that. That's been the issue thus far. They have been keeping Cloud9 modest. You can even see that in the utility that they've got in this round. Skadoodle has nothing. They have to be very sparing and modest with their utility usage. And Train is a map that can be won or lost by that fact.
A big surprise is we've seen Cloud9 play so passive on the CT side. No aggro Ivy, no pop flashes into main. Aside from a couple of players in Pop Dog every now and then, they've not really been going for a pick. There's a kill though. Nifty catches Stewie on top of the train. Always a hard thing to spot if you're a CT there. So as I was saying, Cloud9 not getting aggressive, and surprisingly Renegade's not being exploiting this at all. Finally they're going to get a kill, but how much more can they get done, Harry? They look back towards the A bomb site.
Certainly the best start we've seen them have in a while. Skadoodle does lie in wait down there towards Ivy. They're going to throw out the smokes and flashes into B to try and sell this fake. So much utility being expended. Jacob and Nifty going to start now the progression to the site. And Rush has spotted them cross. This is forced the rotations in. The rest of the boys now out in this A-bomb site. Skadoodle going to stand there, but he's all that stands between them and getting this bomb down.
There's no smokes for Renegades. They can't cut him off from this position. Skadoodle's left completely open to do all the damage, but somehow Renegades bypass him. Tarek's in position with Skadoodle as well, so now Cloud9 going to start to move up. Still a 4-on-4, even with Rush tagged, but they've just got to clear out Azza. He's in the best spot right now. Crossfire with Ustilo up in heaven. There'll be an instant trade as soon as Tarek rounds this corner. He needs to check the spot, but there's not even a kill from the CT side. Finally, Skadoodle finds one. Nifty in the open, and Az has been spotted. Skadoodle trying to get round the corner, but Az is ready and waiting. 2 kills coming in for Renegades. A third going to be missed for Skadoodle, but made up by JKS, and automatic he may get the trade, but there's just simply no time. Renegades, another round on the board, but Harry, it comes down to the wire. Why are we never seeing any confident rounds? That's a shame. Never any clean cuts. Renegades can't build up money with these kind of shaky rounds.
Nah, but I do think a lot of that comes from the amount of confidence we're seeing from Cloud9 right now.
Yeah.
The fact that they've always had like a decent amount of utility. Trade is always a tricky one as well to really have like your T side be too overwhelmingly successful when you go in, up against the confident CT side team. So they're only buying down what they can, and it's plenty on the side of Renegades. But for Cloud9, as a result of that economy finally being broken, it's now a chance for them to string some rounds together. Automatic with the AWP in hand, going to be peeking down towards Ivy, where JKS is waiting. Admittedly holding it very passively, but you don't really see someone extending too much further forward than this. Skadoodle just holding off the pop dog. Jacob and him locked in this standoff. But for Renegades, this is a must-win round.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them lose a similar round before with Cloud9 not actually forcing, with just a scout on Stewie doing the damage. Now they forced, and they might even be able to get more done. Automatic certainly opened up, pushing down Ivy. The first real bit of aggression we've seen from Cloud9 this entire map. Renegades not ready for that one at all. Skadoodle, strong like a statue, not going to be moving from this position. Jacob won't hit the wallbang directly. I'm surprised Skadoodle's so confident he's stuck here. Renegades aren't going to be walking into it just yet. In fact, they set their sights outside of the B-bomb site. As they're finally going to be regrouping with the team. 2 players down on this B-bomb site as well here, Stewie and Rush. With the fast rotation available in through the pop dog from both Tarek and Skadoodle, Cloud9 could just sandwich up on the Renegades.
Stewie's going to be holding around the aggression from behind. Skadoodle's there. The timing might be perfect. He's found Nifty. Time's ticking low, and he still is able to get one. Skadoodle can do so much damage, but it doesn't matter when Rush finds everything. Jacob's left 1v4, and this is a near-on impossible round. Players on all sides of him, and only 8 seconds left. He goes down to Skadoodle, and it's a round that Renegades never should have lost once again. Playing it very slowly, and I think in those force buys versus a team like Cloud9, we see so many teams try and do it, and it comes back to punish them, and this round is no stranger.
So it wasn't even the fact that Renegades are playing slowly in that round, it's the fact that they're sitting around waiting for Cloud9 to do something. Cloud9 had that pick. Automatic got aggressive down Ivy and took a 5v4. There's no reason for Cloud9 to play aggressive. There's no reason to Renegades as a result to hold on, right? Throw something in if you're Renegades. Take pop control. It's so common you'll see a team, like Astralis, for example, just go for those mollies and pop. Drop down, take control, show their face towards the A site, maybe throw a flash onto A, and then just go back up, pop, and hit B. If they did that, they might have won the round, because then we wouldn't have had Skadoodle on the quick flank, and Tarek as well. So just little mistakes from Renegades, like they're not feeling out the map enough. They're just going for this execute, and the second they do, not only do Cloud9 have instant rotations, but they also know it's a commitment. Renegades have shown one fake where they threw some nades over B and walked out A site, and even then, that's all we've seen from them. It was a round they won, yes, but they're just not feeling out the map, Harry. They're not getting any control, I want to see a split. I want to see Ivy Pop Dog main taken. Go for those standard A smokes. Something in the Pop Dog. I mean, Cloud9 have just been ruthless over towards this part of the map the entire half. Renegades are really playing themselves with not giving themselves any, information or any map control to play with, and giving everything the way of Cloud9. And, with the confidence that Cloud9 have at a 10-2 scoreline, if you give them that position to take control of, they're going to just sit in it. We saw Skadoodle hold pop dog for the entire round with Renegades not even challenging. They had utility. Where's the Molotov? Use it.
This time it's just the B play. Stewie's there with the AWP. They should be allowed to get the bomb down here. In fact, there's no way it should go down. Smoke rains in. Stewie not really in the best of spots to stop this, so the bomb plant will go down for Renegades. That's some extra money at least. A couple of missed shots from Stewie, but with only clocks. Oh, okay. Stewie's able to go to get it. No, things get a bit dangerous there for a second, but now we're back into the normal realms of Counter-Strike. Jacob's still holding close. I don't know that he's here. And actually getting a walking by him. That's a little bit scary. Stewie gotta be able to find him now. He's got the AWP to work with, but will he suspect? I think that's Skadoodle over there towards Connector. Defuse being held. He gets away with the AWP, but Skadoodle finds him. Cloud9 onto an 11th. All in all, decent bit of damage done. The bomb plant now facilitates the AWP buy as well.
I want to see something here from Renegades. They've been such a good team throughout this series, and obviously Cloud9 the better of so far this map. But Renegades have really been giving them too much room to play their own game, and that's how Cloud9 are just taking every single round so convincingly in in the last few. It was close to start things off, but now Cloud9, I mean, they're a lot more confident. 11-2 up. What do Renegades have for us here? Flash up towards B. Control taking quickly. This is good utility usage. Stewie running on through. What is this from Stewie? Oh my god, Stewie! 2 kills. Swaps to the AK. In through the smoke looking for more. If he finds a third frag here, Renegades are going to be so angry. But JKS trades. That's crazy from Stewie. That's just... It doesn't make sense. It can't compute.
I don't even know how to respond to that one, Hugo. Stewie just blew my mind. And... now with the man advantage taken, they're going to try and turn their attention instead towards Pop, but it's not a good start here for Renegades once again, and that was just an impossible run from Stewie.
I mean, I'm not even going to criticize Renegades for that because, like, what do you do? What do you do against that? He ran through a Molotov and killed 2 players. Like, fair enough. And I think a flash came over the top from his teammate as well on the site because that second player, I think it was Azza on the left box, was blinded. So I don't know. Just crazy play from Stewie, but that's what you expect from this man.
He's out here playing Mirror's Edge while the rest of us are playing Counter-Strike. He's kick-started this round in a big way for Cloud9. Now the remaining Renegades players start this aggression in towards the A-bomb site. Luckily enough, they have been given a decent bit of ground. Once again, though, they've taken it slowly in time. Has ticked low. Rush on the bomb train, gonna peek out. Nifty spots him. That's nice. Rush drop. Now Skadoodle. He has been a real problem for them over here at Ivy, and this round looks to be no different. He's in with a second. Nifty trades, and now he's up on the bomb train. Turns his attention back. He has to go for the plant, and sadly for him, automatics there. Good night, Sweet Prince, as Nifty goes down. It will be a 12th round for Cloud9.
Dear, oh dear. A nice attempt from Renegades to try and pull it back, but it just shows their inexperience on this map, I guess. 12-2, their T side has been lackluster to say the very least. I feel like we could see something on their CT, but Harry, they're going to require that pistol round as you know, they always do. Everyone always does, but more so than ever. Surely Cloud9 take 13 here on the half. Renegades have pistols, armor, and a hell of a lot of nades, but we've not seen too much nade usage from this team be too effective. They've gone for standard A smokes and B smokes as well, but I mean, with 2 rounds, clearly not the best. I feel like that's the first nade I've seen in Pop Dog all map. And it's going to find a bit of damage onto Tarek as well. Still the double Pop Dog setup from Tarek and Rush. We've got Rush holding into main, and that means automatically he doesn't really have to watch that position. He can just check towards the Ivy, but Tarek, oh no, he doesn't even get a kill. It's Rush with a double, turns back. JKS is there, trade comes through, and these CZs, well, they may be doing damage. Cloud9 are in control. As they're looking for one more, but Stewie is just so confident, and it shows. Another headshot found, and Nifty in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, the hold here from Tarek should be enough to go ahead and drop him. There should seemingly be no way back into this for Nifty. 15 HP and a CZ to his name. Tarek finds it. 13-2 at the end of the first half, an even more dominant half than what we saw over on Cash from Cloud9. It has been utter domination. But heading into the second half, Renegades, you know, they have another shot moving on to the CT side. The more favored of the two, but they're dependent on getting this pistol round or else this is all over.
Well, we will be off to a quick break. We'll be back with that second half in just a second, ladies and gentlemen, so stick around.
An absolutely mind-numbing performance from Cloud9. They have looked unbelievable for Renegades. They fought so hard to carry this through to map number 3, and now it all seems to have fallen apart. But can the magic live on? Can Renegades come back in this second half on the CT side? They have 2 rounds to their name, Hugo. It is... it's not going to be an easy feat, that is for sure.
We're about to find out, jumping straight into the pistol round here. Renegade CT side, as you say, Cloud9 13-2. Utility up on Skadoodle. We got armor on everyone else for the Cloud9 side, and they are going to be setting up early in the B halls. Renegade's 1 man towards B. That is Ustillo. What can he show towards the heaven? Quick spot. No damage down. He's tagged, and Cloud9 are on the hunt. He's going to call for rotations. But all 5 members of Cloud9 sat outside of B, and with them not committing, Renegades, yes, they'll go for quick rotates, but how long will they stay here? How long will Azza sit in the CT spawn? How fast will Cloud9 execute? It's going to be instant.
Yeah, they start to creep on in. Ustillo holding close. A nice tap out. Going to get rid of 1. Fighting for his life. Ustillo finally going to get dealt with. JKS falls shortly after. Rush is on a tear right now. 3 massive frags for Cloud9. Jacob's just been tagged within inches of his life. Automatic's got aggressive as well. Nifty's answers back. And he wants to try and show he's got the brains and the brawn in this roster. Skadoodle does tag Jacob out of the round. And now it all falls onto Nifty. Peek out from Skadoodle. Smoke's down. Nifty's sticking it. And in the smoke, he's going to try and get away with it. There's just enough time left. Nifty gets it done. And Renegades, they win out the pistol round on the back of the defuse from Nifty.
10 HP left on the man. Skadoodle so close, but yet so far. It's exactly what Renegades needed to move into the second half. They've been given a lifeline opportunity, Harry. They need to seize it while they can. Cloud9, Eco here, buy next round. Renegades. Rifles in. It's the buy coming through. JKS, MP9, Azza on a UMP. Everyone else famished and M4'd up. They're equipped. Renegades ready and waiting. Cloud9 on P250s and a couple of dirty Deegs. But this is a huge comeback needed here for the Renegades. It's no easy task, even with that pistol round going their way. Cloud9. Presence in the pop dog. JKS needs to watch his main as well because he's got no teammates in close position to help him with 2 men set up on B. Renegades really want to deny any form of bomb plant here for Cloud9. They do not want that extra money going the way of this T side so they can pull in that AWP. JKS 1, almost a second and a third. Russian Tarek tagged up, but Nifty ready on the site looking to defend.
Yeah, with both those players and Pop getting tagged so low, it's somewhat slowed down, especially disincentivized it. Automatic to try and find some success with the Deagle here. Tarek flanking down over towards Ivy. Looks like it still will be the A play, but this time they're trying to stick a man in the back. Bomb looks to join him. 45 seconds here. Jacob lies in wait at Ivy. Push him out to come through. Tarek actually able to find him. Now things get a little bit more tricky for Renegades. Nifty has a lot of angles to keep an eye on, and he just keeps ducking out of danger at just the right time. Now players start to swarm in from all sides. Nifty in danger of going down, able to go and get 1. Tarek's flanked around from behind. It's all on you, Stillo. 1 versus 3 in a round that never should have been.
We saw this exact same thing happen in the first half with Stewie getting 4 kills on a scout and an eco. Ustillo needed to step up, but he can't do it. Cloud9, 14 rounds. Tarek 3 kills in that one as well. It's an eco, Harry. Renegades had the lifeline, but as we said, it's never over for Cloud9. 14-3. And Renegades, they got to be kicking themselves. They have to force. They can't play for the overtime. Not at this kind of scoreline. They have to buy down. So CZ's armor, slight utility. Nifty's even got to buy. Not opting to save for the AWP, not expecting to get that far as well. Cloud9, full rifles here, Harry. They want no funny games anymore. They want to close out this game while they can before Renegades get the money in their hand. Ustillo aggression up towards B. Do have the drop in the pop, but Tarek comes back up after he notices it's empty, so he'll be holding for that push. And that push is certainly coming in. We've got Ustillo boosted up. I like it. Not making that jump sound as well. So Tarek has no idea. Will he expect this angle? Oh, there's another man coming up the stairs. No, he's not. Sorry, they're just down in main. Tarek might not expect this position, but he still hits a shot. In the meantime, Automatic with the opener, making it a double down as well. 1 trade coming through, but Jacob, how much more can he do? That's 2 frags and guns dropped in the open. Needs to retrieve them while he can, but he's already being wrapped from the backside. Stewie's come down Ivy, and Jacob in a 1-on-2 to find this 4K. Not going to be ready for the angle. Cloud9 find the round. And that's 15-3 in the second half. Renegades, $1,900 in a last-ditched effort.
Now it's 12 rounds in a row needed from the boys to carry this through to OT. And for Cloud9, I mean, they've looked fantastic. And they're just merciless at this point. They don't want to give any leeway the way of Renegades. You saw in that round, they took no chances. And this is another case of that. The AWP going to be out on Skadoodle. Rifles across the board. And since getting onto train, it has been the Cloud9 show. Renegades in with this force. And I mean, you can't blame them. They are going to be tilted right after losing that.
Yeah.
The anti-eco, betrayed by it once again. This time, though, Jacob's been able to open up in this round. Some damage done onto Rush. He's actually going to get chipped away. Automatic's gone out into the open. He falls as well. So now, Skadoodle and Rush left alive. 2v5 and a round that really should have been theirs for the taking.
The crazy thing is, when we saw Renegades play versus Astralis yesterday on this exact map, they got 11 rounds on their CT side. It was their T side that let them down. Astralis pulling it back to a 16-13 win. But Renegades, you know, again, same story is happening. They've had a terrible T side. It's been their CT side that we're not going to get a lot of chances to see, maybe. I mean, this could be a lifeline back in, once again. But it's such a shame to see them start on that T side when we know how strong that other half can be. You know, managing to beat Astralis 11-4 on CT train. Not an easy feat to accomplish. But hey, Harry, they're still in this game. They've taken a 5-on-2. Cloud9 have a couple of weapons left up. Of course, they're going to fight this, knowing that Renegades are limited on most of these players. It's Cloud9, they're going to walk up into B. There's going to be Yusilo playing towards the hell position, just below that ladder. Also support from the Deeg of JKS on the bomb train. 24 seconds up for Cloud9. They've got to use this utility. They may as well, right? It's in their hands for a reason. Flash not going through. It's missed from Skadoodle. Rush is going to be there. Yusilo, they need to check the spot. JKS is there as well, but Yusilo, well-timed peek. Flick from Skadoodle, but there's just no time left, Harry. This round is undoable, and he'll realize that pretty swiftly. JKS takes him down, and Renegades will find the round. So, 4 on this CT side. They're going to need a whole 11 more, but hey, they did it versus Astralis.
That is very true. There's no money here for Cloud9 either, so you imagine it's just going to be a partial buy down on the players that can't afford it. Well, they're going to fully commit to it. They have had a lot of success in these rounds, and also, I mean, you had Automatic would have been a little bit screwed in the buy in the next, so they force buy into this. Galil out for Rush. Lots of aggression over here toward B. They've had a lot of success here. And on these force buys in general, as a missed shot there as the man plays them on the ladder. Way up here in part, but he is on his lonesome. You have JKS hanging around just outside. They're lining up the utility to go in out towards this A bomb site. As is going to be the first point of contact, and a lot of this falls on his shoulders.
Smoke's ready for Cloud9. As are not going to be challenged here in the pop at the moment. Sui may come down later, but they're all going to be grouping up towards main. Cloud9 just trying to get rid of the utility of Renegades, but it's not going to be shown just yet. Nifty holding strong on the site. And this is a very slow place to tap from Cloud9. Finally, they're going to come out, but the smokes have already started to dissipate. Shot going to be hit from Nifty, but he can't hit the follow-up, being wrapped. So Jacob comes in for support, managed to take down one more player. This is starting to be pretty simple for Renegades. Only one man up, and he's dead too. Imagine if Renegades were to pull this back, Harry. It's certainly not over. I honestly think there's a real possibility. The only issue is 15 rounds for Cloud9. I mean, that's just such a hard scoreline to take flawlessly, right? Maybe if this was 15-13, I could see it. But a 15-5, 10 rounds,
I mean, I could see
so
it at
difficult.
15-13. If it was
sorry, a 5-13, you know what I mean? 5-13.
Yeah.
They could certainly pull that back, right? Because then they have a buff, they have rounds to play with, right? And they have the chance to reset Cloud9. But now they literally, as Cloud9 hit max loss, on the T side, it's just going to be buy eco, buy eco. We talked about this earlier, buy eco until they win a round. And then the game's over. So Renegades are going to have to take every single round confidently. Because if they start to lose out on their money, that's when they're screwed. It's back towards B, though, for Cloud9.
Making their way in. Yustilo's able to go to drop himself too before the trade comes out from Automatic. There's a FAMAS there for them to use. Now they've slowed down. They've also been able to scavenge some utility from the fallen players. That is smoke picked up along with the flash. Going to be lining these up. That falls down to connector. Boosting over. Not won't be able to spot anyone from this angle. They want to try and move while that smoke's still up. Now looks like they're to start to creep down ramp. Should imagine that there should be much of a way back into this round for them, but as he holds close, going to be sent back, finds good damage out of Tarek. He keeps holding across, 35 seconds of time ticking away, and Faza is able to get himself 2. It is just Tarek left. He knows the round is as good as done. Renegades, they get themselves a 6th.
Baby steps here. Round by round, Renegades start to take things back. Cloud9 obviously on this buy that we talked about. We are still very early days into this second half, Harry. As Renegades find 3 in a row, Cloud9 going to begin to build the loss bonus. So Eco for next, unless they get the bomb part. Maybe they can then invest, especially if damage is done, right? Because then we're in situations where if Renegades are losing 3 or 4 players, that may tempt Cloud9 to buy. But for now, good money for Renegades. If we can stay that way, they can keep themselves in this map and in IEM. Because of course the loser of this final map, Harry, is going to be eliminated from IEM Katowice 2018. Neither team wants to be there. Both teams have to move forward, and now Renegades with JKS in the pop dog. Automatic spotted him. Spray! Oh, what a transfer! Automatic going to get the kill. Mollied out by Nifty though. JKS holding strong. Cleverly enough, not going for that repeak. Could have been a dangerous fight. Cloud9 going to opt to give up the pop dog as well, especially with the smoke down. They don't want to walk into their deaths. Renegades start to fall back with a more passive style on this A-bomb site, but Cloud9 slowed things down on their T side as well. They still have plenty of utility to go for and execute. And I'm sure that's what we're going to see.
Over here toward B, they creep. Ustillo, he's the man who stands beneath them and this site. He's going to be holding it aggressive. That's enough for him to throw the smoke down. Gets the hell out of there for the time being. You have Nifty over in Connector who can quickly rotate round. That smoke's going to mean that if they wait for it to fade, they're going to have about 20 seconds left on the clock, which is more than enough time. Lining up the smokes and flashes. Nifty's rotated in. Still 2 players over at Pop, and 1 man goes in. The bomb now starts to rotate back around. Still has been able to find Stewie, but they get this A-bomb site. There is still Jacob here. He lies in wait. JKS the first man to fall. But Jacob, he's in with 1. 10 seconds. Bomb plant comes in. It's going to be a 2-on-3 in the retake, and Skadoodle's dropped out Jacob.
I feel like he could have challenged that. It's going to be a big issue now for Renegades having to come in for the retake. Nifty blindsided, needs to hit the shot, but the timing may get the better of Tarek. He's actually still going to continue with the wrap though, so Nifty not aware that Tarek's coming in from the back lines. That might be it. Tarek's done it. There's the kill, and there's the map. Cloud9 take it. In a 3-on-5, they're going to win that entire round, and 16-6, they will be going through. Renegades eliminated here from IEM Katowice 2018. Hard way to go, but a hard-fought battle from the Aussies.
Yeah, I mean, what a devastating loss for them, right? Especially after you pull it back on such a convincing win on Inferno. There's just no doubt about it, though. They're on train. Cloud9 looked like the better team, right? They played so well. Stewie especially just had this lights-out performance. And, I mean, you know, for Renegades, you got to feel like they're going to be very disappointed. You know, they lose Cash up first. They lost their map pick. Then they're able to beat Cloud9 at their own game over on Inferno, and then things just go so wrong on train.
Yeah, it's just a shame, but again, I'd love to have seen that CT side properly for Renegades. If they started there, I feel like they could have put up a lot more of a fight. Obviously, we talked about it a little bit during the match. It was versus Astralis. We saw it in the group stages. Now, obviously, I feel like Astralis, they played similarly weak on their T side to how we saw Renegades in terms of like not taking control, and Pop Dog was a big issue for them, similarly to how Renegades weren't taking control, and we saw Cloud9 consistently run Tarek and Rush in there, just constantly trading kills. But you know, honestly, if Renegades started CT side, I think that map would have gone very differently. Maybe Cloud9 still get ahead, but I don't think it would have been that dominant. It's a shame to see, but definitely still showing improvements from Renegades. We had great performances from Jake and from Nifty again, but it's just not enough.
No, and I mean, for Cloud9, things are looking good heading forward. I mean, they had a few results I don't think they were that happy with ever since the major. You know, you come off the back of that, it's such a huge thing for NA to take home their first major. And then not really showing up at a couple of the events after. Definitely the results that they were hoping for. Of course, you know, they lose to Liquid at CS Summit. I don't regret, they didn't. Did they exit in the groups of Star Series, or?
I'm
throwing you under the bus.
No, they exited. Oh, I don't want to get it wrong. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
you
get what I mean.
That,
you know, Cloud are not really happy or content with the results they've had, and this is a big one for them, right? They almost leave IEM Oakland in the group stage. Now they have that shot. They have to play versus the winner of SK Gambit, which is not going to be an easy matchup for them.
Right.
But you know, either one of those teams they've beat in the past, so it's not the end of the world.
You know, taking down SK recently, obviously in the major, I think was the big one. But you know, when it came down to recent performance, SK is still starting to get back into the swing of things. It's been shaky ground for both teams though. So you know, obviously while SK haven't won that map just yet, that will be up next. You know, SK Gambit. I feel like Gambit have been pretty underwhelming so far for me. You know, we didn't see them do anything at the major. I mean, even yesterday versus Tyloo, they had their issues, and you know, on their best map of Overpass, I remember seeing a post-match interview where they just said, you know, this is our best map, but Tyloo just played weird. We didn't know what to do, and you know, just a scary game from them. So hopefully going forward, we can see a fun back and forth match between SK and Gambit, and then moving forward, the winner of that to play Cloud9 to get out of this group. Obviously, though, we are going for now. We will be departing for the day. Jackie and Snods will be back on the B stream for you guys, so be sure to stick around for the rest of the games, and obviously check out the main stream as well if you want more Counter-Strike. But for now, a quick break, and we'll be back with some more CS.
Intel Extreme Masters.